Hey, what's up you guys, this is SGB618 here, and today I'm going to be doing a bit of a different style of video. Over the years I've been making a ton of content on the channel. As you guys know, I am a gaming YouTuber, I live stream games and I make regular videos on games as well every weekend. And I feel like I've built a really cool community, and you guys have been asking me a ton of questions regarding this sort of thing. You guys have been asking me what it's like to be a gaming YouTuber, what are some of the hurdles that I've had to overcome, what sort of equipment you should use for this sort of thing, and you know, questions like that. It's really normal to do that. I've done it a ton and I'm still doing it now. I'm still pretty new to all of this. Don't get me wrong, I've been YouTubing since like 2014, but I still have a lot to learn, especially at this point that I'm at on YouTube. So I just thought I would make a video talking about all of the things that I've learned, all the things that I recommend, some of the equipment that I recommend as well, some of the things you should look out for, and you know, just certain things that you should think about if you want to do this sort of YouTube gaming thing. Or even if you're doing something on Twitch, if you're live streaming, making regular videos, on camera, off camera, whatever. If you think that this video may apply to you, stick around and hopefully I can say a few things that might help you out in regards to making your decision on, you know, if you're going to be a YouTube content creator or not. But without further ado, let's just go straight into it. Now, before I even give you guys any advice, I do need to say this. Whether you're live streaming or if you're making regular videos, you are going to be spending some money. I mean, don't worry, you're not like selling your house away or something like that. It's not absolutely outrageous, but just be prepared to know that you're going to be spending money. You are going to be heading over to Amazon, you're going to be looking for deals, you're going to be looking for price cuts, and you are going to be looking for some somewhat expensive equipment. Alright, so just keep that in mind. If you're not prepared to do that, then you may want to reconsider, or maybe find some videos on YouTube as to some places where you can find some cheaper alternatives. But just know that especially in the gaming niche, you're going to be spending some money, whether that's on recording equipment, audio equipment, games, because you're going to need to keep stocking up on games, and you know, stuff like that. Just be prepared to know that you are going to need to save and you know, spend some money if you actually want to start doing this sort of thing. If you're planning on making gameplay videos, you're going to need a capture card and you're going to need a microphone. And the ones that I have the Elgato HD60S, which I don't think they're manufacturing that one anymore, because there's a newer model called the HD60S Plus. It's a bit of a mouthful to say, but that version you know, is plus, so it's going to be a better, more up-to-date version. I might need to get that one myself at some point, but that's the one that I definitely recommend, the Elgato. Elgato provides a ton of equipment for streamers and just gamers in general. They have green screens, they have stream decks, they have key lights, they have a ton of things, and they just make buying equipment for streamers and gamers a whole lot easier. So I highly recommend that you check those guys out and keep an eye on what they're doing as well. Next up, you're going to need a microphone, and the one that I'm using the Blue Yeti, even though my one is the red one, but you know, it's still called Blue. It's really good. It even does the job for group recordings, so that just shows how loud and clear it is. I don't even use a pop filter with it because I don't use it right up against my mouth. I have it at a bit of a distance and it does the job personally. But if you want something a tad cheaper, Blue does offer a few cheaper alternatives to the Blue Yeti, and they even have a completely different model. I think it came out before the Blue Yeti. It's just called the Blue Snowball. It's a little bit cheaper, but people are still using it to this day and it's really good. Even if it's just a one-person recording, it works really well. And again, there's probably a ton of reviews and stuff that you can check out on YouTube if you want to, you know, find out whether it's good or not, looking at the pros and cons and whatnot. So obviously, bare minimum, you're gonna need a capture card and a microphone, and obviously a computer. Like, you're gonna need a computer. So what about the people who are wanting to do what I'm doing right now, which is speaking in front of a camera? Well, it might just look like I just bought a camera and just put it in front of me, but I had to buy obviously the camera, obviously, but I also had to buy the tripod, which you guys can't see because it's, you know, underneath my camera, to support it up. Obviously, if you're super fancy, you can always hire a cameraman. I don't do very well in terms of recording when someone is in the room with me, so I have a tripod so that it's still a bit of plastic holding my camera. And also in terms of audio, you might want to get a microphone as well. I should have mentioned this earlier with the microphones, but another company that you should look out for is Rode. They're really high quality and they really get the job done. So I just got a Rode microphone on top of my camera, and it just makes the audio quality sound a million times better. It's not even the most up-to-date one, it's not even like the most high-end one either. I just got like a portable Rode one, and it was like, what, £35. Just hooked it at the top of my camera and it's been working really good. So that's the equipment side of things, but what about mindset and the content? Well, it's really easy to get nervous, and it's really easy to, you know, mess up and beat yourself up for making the mistakes. Yes, believe it or not, I am pretty much at 1,000 subscribers at this point, and I still face this problem. Obviously, you eventually get used to it, like you will get better. But guys, do you know how many times I've had to do this intro or redo certain clips in this video because I stutter so much? Like, I know that people make it look so easy because obviously we edit off the videos, we cut out all of the mistakes, and we cover things up and stuff like that. But in reality, I would never show the raw footage of any of my videos because most of it is me going in mid-sentence and then me just completely stopping and just complaining that I messed up. It's so annoying, inconvenient, but that, guess what? That's part of the process. That is literally a part of the whole thing, right? So don't stress. Just keep practicing. You don't even have to upload your first videos if you're really insecure about that. Just get into your head that you're confident. What helps me is that whether this is you talking in front of camera or if you're speaking over gameplay, just pretend that your camera or your microphone is someone who you know personally. Yeah, so at the moment I'm trying to talk to my camera like it's one of my friends in real life. It does take some time to get used to, especially if you're new to this sort of thing. Obviously you're just talking to a bit of machinery, so obviously it's going to be a bit weird. But once you do get used to it, you'll start feeling a lot more casual, a lot more relaxed, and you'll just get the hang of it eventually. Now in terms of content, obviously do whatever you want to do. That's the most important thing. If the passion isn't there, then there's absolutely no point. Like, it will show in your video. But here's where a lot of small content creators fall flat. Show your enthusiasm. There are so many small channels that I've seen over the years where they just sound like this. Hey guys, today I'm gonna be doing this video about...
Hey guys, Super Gamer Boy 618 here, and today I am going to talk to you about some custom Skylanders cards that I've made.
You need to like up your energy levels. Obviously you don't need to be a hype man, but you know, raise your voice a little bit. Everything that's going through your mind, say it out loud. You need to be filling that silence. Just completely fill your audience's ears with your voice. Obviously don't waffle and don't be super jarring with it. Basically show how passionate you are about the content you're making. Show that you're excited about it and give people a reason to subscribe to the channel, basically. And I know that that isn't easy when you're also trying to, you know, seem really cool in front of camera. Trust me, it's really difficult, but like I said, it's a learning curve. I'm still learning it now, so please don't feel bad. Like, this is something that you'll learn over time and you're not alone with it as well. Which kind of leads me to my next point, which could also help you out. My next point is to collab as much as you can. I know that that's not easy, especially from a person who is pretty antisocial. Even in terms of reaching out to people, it might seem a bit nerve-wracking, but trust me, it's worth it. Also, in terms of games, I'm not saying that you need to play the most trending games out there. I'm not saying that we all need to be playing Fortnite, Minecraft, Among Us and things like that. Obviously, if you want to, then go for it, but you don't have to. What I will say though is, in your gaming niche, make sure that you cover relatively new topics. So play one of the newer games that's in your niche. The last thing that I want to say, I know that this might be a bit of a long video, I don't know how long I've been rambling on for, but be patient and be consistent, alright? Consistency is one of the biggest factors of big YouTubers in general. If you're not there to show up at least once a week to drop some content, why would people subscribe to the channel? You're not delivering. You're there saying, yeah, subscribe to the channel, but what for? You're not uploading. I know it's a bit harsh, but that's how YouTube works. If you don't upload, they're not going to promote you because you're not doing your part for your community on YouTube. I know that sometimes it's hard, life gets in the way, so what I would recommend is maybe set time aside for content creation. It might be at the same time in the week, maybe it might be a different time in the week, but as long as you upload at least once a week, you will be good to go. And if possible, if you can let your audience know when in the week you upload, that will be really good as well, because your audience will then know when to look on your channel and when to have a look to see if you've uploaded. And the reason why I've bunched this up with patience is because there will be times where you're constantly uploading and you feel like nothing's really happening with the channel. No major success, no major increase, and sometimes it may feel like it's going nowhere. Trust me, if you have the patience and you just keep going, eventually over time something will click, I promise you. I'm still going through this process. I am slowly going up, heavy emphasis on slowly. But there will be one day where, you know, I can look back at all of this and say all of that hard work was worth it. So don't give up. That's one of the only ways you can fail on YouTube, is if you give up. The other one is probably getting involved in controversies, but that's irrelevant to this video. But yeah, just don't give up, be consistent, get help from others, help other people, get all the equipment you need, and you'll be good to go. But anyway guys, that's going to be the end of today's video, so hopefully you did enjoy it. Hopefully I did make this video super helpful for some of you guys. Please comment down below your thoughts on the points that I made in this video. Did you agree with them? Did you not? Did you understand them? Did I explain them properly? And let me know any more questions that you might have regarding the YouTube gaming scene as well, and becoming a gaming YouTuber. And also, let me know if you're thinking about becoming a content creator as well. I'll be very interested to know. And it would be cool to have a look at some more channels on YouTube. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.